Dean Gemmell here. I'm the Director of Curling Development with USA Curling, and I'm joined by Matt Gamboa, who is the co-founder of the Southern California Curling Center, the new curling center in Los Angeles. And Matt, look, I know you, and I know this journey you've been on. So tell me sort of what kind of feelings you're going to have this Saturday when you have your official grand opening.
It's gonna be wild. It's been about 13 years since I started curling, and 10 years when we really started thinking about what dedicated ice might mean, like what it is. Like when I started, it didn't mean anything. It's
Right.
like skating ice is fine. So this process has been a while, and I think it's gonna be all the fun stuff of ribbon cuttings and special guests and things like that will be nice. But really, when we had our soft opening last month and people just started curling, and just seeing everyone again after 18 months of not curling to come back on dedicated ice was kind of a dream. So it's been really great to just kind of connect with everyone again and have a space to hang out.
That's one of the most amazing things. You've done this during a pandemic, so you couldn't have picked worse timing or maybe good timing. I don't know, but
There's some positives, definitely big negatives, but I give credit to my partners Liza and Peter, who've really helped steer this and get this to this finish line. And now it's just hopefully we'll just be sailing after the Olympics.
So tell me real quick. You started this journey 10 years ago. You started curling 13 years ago, and you said, "Hey, I want to get curling in Los Angeles." That's a tall order, right? What were some of the biggest, most unique challenges to getting a dedicated facility in Los Angeles?
I think the biggest thing is the market. It's just a very expensive market to be in. So anytime something's available, it's expensive, and someone else is ready to come and snap it up. We looked at retail stuff, which is even more expensive than the industrial we ended up in, and people don't realize LA's got big manufacturing. There's lots of stuff happening here with the ports and everything. So it's like a 1% vacancy rate of industrial places. So finding one, first you have to find one. Then you have to make sure it works physically for curling. Then you have to have a landlord who's willing to even talk to you. And then once they talk to you, they got to be into what you're doing. So all that, dozens and dozens of buildings you look at and vet, and it's just a long process. But we finally got it together. And after over the years, been following what Oregon's done, what they've done in Lakeville in Minnesota, Denver, Tempe, like all these clubs. Following them, hearing their stories, Fort Wayne, and every story is unique, right? And so you just got to find what works for your market and make it happen here. And we were able to kind of find that model that works for us and gets Hollywood curling ice, gets Southern California ice, and really can kind of do some new fun things.
So anybody out there who's on arena ice, on skating ice, it can be done. I talked to Craig Fisher once at Fort Wayne. He says the best thing is to not know what obstacles you're going to face.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I took from Craig Fisher hearing him talk over the years is this concept of legal ice. Just get the ice you need in, and then the building that's habitable for people to come and go into, and kind of doing that was kind of our main goal. Our ice is our product. That's why we're here, learning about ice. And then even Bruce Irvin in Oregon, his one thing that sat with me is you have to have a crazy person, one crazy person in your club to really kind of get it going. Luckily, we had 3 crazy people that kind of helped push it over the edge. So I think that was a really big thing. And so just kind of soaking up and learning from all the people who've done it before and find out what works best for you, because there's no silver bullet to getting any of these done. I
actually think every curling club can use at least 3 crazy people, no matter where you're at in the States. Last thing, Matt, social media. You guys are doing a terrific job of that. How valuable has it been? What are you finding that really works for you, and how's it impacting your numbers so far?
We're trying to follow that. I particularly enjoy Instagram because it's pretty photos mostly. But I think it's a great, it's free. It's a great way to kind of connect directly with people, answer questions. There's an email contact on the website, but people want to message on Facebook. They want to comment on an Instagram post. And so following that and just also connecting with other players and using that word of mouth to help grow it, I think is just valuable because it's such an achievable thing to do. So I take a lot of inspiration from the Twitter spiel on Twitter, the hashtag Twitter spiel, and then also just seeing what other folks are doing and other organizations. I would give a shout out to our Vernon neighbors, the LA Derby Dolls, who to kill it on social media. So I take a lot of inspiration from them as well. So it's just kind of pulling together things that work for us and highlighting what we want to highlight and, trying to just tell our story that way.
Well, you're doing a great job of it, Matt. I'm going to be up there on Saturday for your grand opening. I'm excited. John Schuster, who's curling here at Curling Night in America, he's coming up. And I'd encourage everyone to get out, try curling in Los Angeles. Super exciting for me, I think, and super exciting for you guys. And thanks very much for your time. We'll see you Saturday.
Great. Thanks, Steve.
All right. Thank you.